What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to talk about how to tell when narcissists fake happiness. Number one, now after some time has went by and after the discard and they found the new supply or went back to an old one, they start to pretend that they had it wrong with you, by being in denial and knowing that it is all a lie. So what they do is they put on this happy face mask because they have to pretend that they're at peace, you know. And they're doing this because they hope to make you jealous. They want to paint this picture of you as a bad person, a bad ex, the worst person to be with, one of their biggest regrets. They want to paint that type of picture of you to the new supply, in order to make you jealous, while they really miserably drag the new victim down to almost nowhere. This person think that they found somebody special. Little do they know the hell that they are about to go through. And all you can do is just stay clear of it. Don't entertain it. Don't respond. Don't give a reaction. None of that. Go on with your life, paying the narcissist no mind, the best that you know how, the best that you can. Because I know sometimes it's not that easy, especially when you're co-parent with a narcissist. You have to deal with them at certain times. And during the moments that they notice you're most at peace is when they're going to try to pick with you and find a reason to cause drama and misery just because they're miserable. It doesn't matter what a person does for a narcissist. They're never going to be happy, and it will never be enough. Even your peace will never be enough. That they so claim, if the claims were true that you're this horrible person, they have to put that act on to the supply so the supply can see them as a victim and treat them so special and kind and loving and just give them something new. So they're supposed to be on such a high, but they can't really enjoy that high because they can't get you out of their mind. And that's where the pretending to be happy come in at. Because they can't help but to feel the emptiness of you not being there anymore. They really feel it. But at the same time, they're going to keep up that act to the new supply to try to make you jealous. So that's just kind of like one of the ways is by when they meet the new supply and the act they have to put on. So everything they do now, they make it obviously clear that they must exclude you. That's parties, just any old outing. They put out a mass invitation to so many people. They know once the word get out, you're probably going to hear about it. As a matter of fact, it's probably something that they had already invited you to. Now that they have disinvited you, they must make it clear that they have excluded you. They make it so obvious because they set the scene that way. They set the table and make sure that there's no seat for you. So don't even bother coming that way. Not that you cared and you didn't have any intentions on showing up, because you accepted the fact that it's over and you're dealing with it and you're moving on, whether you cut it off or they cut it off. You're taking it. You're giving them what they asked for, but they pretend to be happy by saying that they really not taking it well. They have to pretend to be happy when they see that the plan is not working. See, they want you to feel excluded and left out, but the moment that they notice how unbothered you are, You start to see how they just work overtime, overexhausting, false efforts to please people that they're not really even happy with in that moment. It was all a tactic, it was a plan. I need to put together an act, so that they could get this reaction out of you. Now you're the audience and they're putting on a show for you and you get to watch the show. And I would be entertained. I find it entertaining because they make it so obvious that they're trying to hurt me. So it's funny. I find it quite amusing. As a matter of fact, I might even give them a round of applause because they're doing so good at pretending to be happy by just going overboard to please other people. And then on top of that, you've been there before, so you know the game that they're playing, so it doesn't faze you. See, the narcissists really put their foot in their mouth. Like the saying goes, they kick their own ass when they when they call themselves punishing you. When they up and dip out on you. Because they're gonna regret it more than anything. They think they're in control. Okay. You might give them the benefit of feeling that way if the breakup or the separation or whatever, the silent treatment, if you start to show that it bothers you, you're hurt by it. And that's a normal human reaction. So they're going to feel good. They're going to feel real high, by seeing that. But once you take that from them, because you don't feel like that anymore, and when you the person who know the game that they're playing, you've seen it before, and you kind of numb to it, so you're not running behind them anymore. That's when you start to see kind of a downward spiral with them having to pretend to be so happy with their new supply and everything that they're doing now. You might even see them go out and buy things that they never bought you before. They flaunt the new supply around. Or friends, things like that. You probably haven't even met the parents, but they take the new supply to meet the parents like right away and stuff, and they put more effort into doing things that they should have wanted to do when they were with you. And this is not just like relationship talk. It pertains to anybody who narcissists deal with. When they really want to stick it to you because you're not giving them that perfect response that they need, they're going to do a whole lot more than you probably expect. But they're doing it only to pretend to be happy, and they're not. They really want to scream at the fact that, you're not budging. You're not impressed. You're not fazed. You just don't care. Deep down inside, these people they're trying to entertain, the party is just not a party if you're not there. They have such a takeover spirit. They always need to be included in conversations. They interrupt people's spicy conversation, want to find out the gossip, the tea. They want to be included. Pretending to be happy, just doing stupid antics and jumping all around like a jackass clown just to be seen and noticed. Anything to take their minds off the fact that you are not there anymore. They're very nosy and entitled, and anything interesting that rewards them, and gives them a piece of the pie, they don't want to miss out on that opportunity. They're desperate for attention. And it just goes to show how desperate they are, because they'll do pretty much anything to, tell themselves that they're happy. They have to tell it to themselves. They have to talk to self and say, I'm happy, I got a percent, and then you look at them, and when they have that resting face, they look so mad. And the reason why is because they are not happy. They're pretending to be happy.